This is Psalms chapter 92, verse 1. A psalm or song for the Sabbath day. It is a good thing to give thanks unto Yahweh, and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night, upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psaltery, upon the harp with the solemn sound. For thou, Yahweh, hast made me glad through thy work. I will triumph in thy works of thy hands. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and citations and many blessings to your elect Akim across the four corners of this earth, kicking this precious word of sincerity and the truth. And I just want to do a quick lesson, just going into the beauty of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai's creation. And this specific creation I want to go into is music. All right, the Lord even orchestrated a choir, through, of course, through King David. But it just goes to show you how pleasant the sound of the instrument is to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and how he creates his own music. All right, he created music. He's the creator of everything. So I just wanted to really just do this lesson, just giving glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai on the importance of music and how it's beneficial to us, to our bodies, all right, to the earth, to everything that you see in front of you. Sound is a key component to the exhortation, or I'm sorry, the exalting the Heavenly Father. Okay, and again, even going into verse 1, it says it is a good thing to give thanks unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, because it is always a good thing to give thanks to the Heavenly Father. You know why? Because he created everything. All right, and he said, and sing praises unto thy name, O Most High. And that's what we're doing also when we kick this word. We're singing praises unto the Most High. This is a vibration or an energy that's being pushed out. And the more this energy gets pushed out, the more sleeping brothers wake up from this sleep. That's why Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai tends to this. Of course, there's numerous things that he does, but it makes me think of why he tends to this work being the harvest and us being laborers. And the more we tend to this work, more fruit buds up from that soil. All right, and that fruit, of course, representing brothers waking up from this slumber that they're in. All right, even when you look at the plants. All right, when you go into the woods or the rainforest or whatever, there's always sound that's being played, especially in the regions of the area that has the most vegetation. You hear crickets, you hear frogs, okay? You hear certain sounds, and these plants feed from those sounds, of course, from the water and soil. But that sound is another key component of the growing of that being. All right. Verse 2 says, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night, upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psaltery, upon the harp with the solemn sound. So this is another verse that he's showing the importance of this sound. All right, this music that he makes. And again, with us doing this work, this is music that we're doing. All right, and what does he refer to us as being? He refers to us as being cedar trees. All right, even matter of fact, I'm going to go to the scripture really quick. This is and the cool thing about it, all the verses I'm going to bring up is in Psalms. And what does that mean? It means music or songs. Okay, Psalms chapter 1, I'll start at verse 2. It says, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. All right, and that law really pretty much just represents this whole road that we read, the whole book. All right, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Okay, and that means meditating into this word. All right, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, and those rivers of water represent that truth. Represent this truth, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. And why does whatsoever he doeth prosper? Because he's meditating on this word. All right, this music, this song that's being played, and he's gonna grow, and his fruit is gonna be more abundant. Which, of course, the beautiful thing is the water can represent this truth, the soil can represent this truth, and that music, that sound, that vibration or energy represents this truth. Okay? Just goes to show you how cold Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is in all of his doings, man. All right, he created music, he created sound, he created all of this, and all of that has a, what's the word I'm looking for? It pretty much has it has an importance of the upbringing of everything. And again, you know, using the example of the rainforest and the plants, and why he has crickets and grasshoppers and birds and the bees and all of this that has music, and those are placed in the most well furnished places where it has the most vegetation to it. All right, this is Psalms chapter 33 verse 1. Rejoice in the Lord, O ye righteous, for praise is comely for the upright. Praise Yahweh with the harp, sing unto him with the psaltery and the instrument of 10 strings, just like we had read in the previous scripture in Psalms. Okay, sing unto him a new song, play skillfully with a loud noise, for the word of Yahweh is right, and all his works are done in truth. All right, so whatever the works might be, everything he has done is done in truth. This song that we're singing, this music that we're playing via by the scriptures, is done skillfully and with a loud noise. And that way those precious fruit can grow. The Lord placing those sounds in the rainforest just so those trees and plants can grow was done skillfully, and it took time and took thought into doing it. All right. What really inspired me to do this lesson, I was on my way to work, and my Lyft driver, he was a cool Jake. You know, he was an old school cat. You know, and I hopped in the car and he was playing some beautiful music. You know, he was playing, you know, D'Angelo. A lot of Jake listened to D'Angelo. I was like, man, you know, I really intended on listening to my headphones, you know, while I was in the car, man. But I might just vibe out with you. And you know, that led on to us having a conversation just about music. And he was like, man, he was like, there was actually a study that well, the first thing he had said, he was like, God makes music. And I was like, absolutely, bro. You're right. I was like, I agree. The Lord does make music. You know, the crickets, the birds, the bees, water running, so forth. Everything that you hear that's in those areas is music to the Heavenly Father. It sounds beautiful and it's peaceful. And that's what the Lord does, man. And he had mentioned it to me. And he was like, there was actually a study that was done. Now, I was trying to look for that study. I couldn't find it. But, you know, I found something else that was quite interesting. Lord willing, I'm going to post this short video at the end of this lesson. But he was pretty much like, there was a study that was done. And pretty much they had taken some trees, some small trees, and planted them in a house, you know, just to see how it was going to grow compared to how they grow outdoors. And they was growing, but it wasn't at really just a rapid rate. But then they played music and put vibration into that home. And the plants grew of abundance, you know? And that made me think like, man, you know, I might do a lesson on that. Of course, I didn't tell them that, you know, but in my mind, I'm like, I might do a lesson on that because it goes to show you how beautiful the Heavenly Father is in all of his works. Just by the certain destinations he placed certain animals in, he uses that to benefit plants just by sound. The same with this truth and how it benefits us and helps us grow just by this sound. You know, you see these people out here, man. They're in a dead state. They're not hearing the beautiful noise of this word. Of course, we're out on the highways and byways teaching, but they're not hearing it. But look at the men that's truly planted. Look at the men that's teaching this word and that's learning. And look at the amount of knowledge, wisdom, understanding that these men have, that we have through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, just by this word. And it made me think of the same thing that applies to these plants and these animals. All right, just by hearing that sound, you know. But you know, I just thought it was interesting that, you know, me and that fellow had that conversation about that. All right, and again, it just really inspired me to do this quick lesson. But you know, Lord willing, it was edifying. I'm gonna post this video right at the end of this lesson. You know, just so you brothers can see for yourself, and you few sincere sisters that listen. You know, but again, you know, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to our apostles and our elders of great millstone that rule well. And peace and citation and many blessings to you like Akim across the four corners of this earth, keeping this word of sincerity and truth. Shalom.
So this is part 3, video update for my daughter's science experiment, the effect of music and vibration on the growth of plants. As you can see, this is the quiet room. You can definitely see that we have some very tall little tomato plants sprouting out of their little starter pots here. We've had one in this room that has become crippled, that we've had to support just because of its height. Can no longer grow on its own. All the rest in here seem to be doing just absolutely fine. And here we are in the music room. As you can see, they're growing very nicely. There's one here. I don't know if we can get it on the camera, but it has begun sprouting its second little set of leaves here. Kind of see them there. Another casualty in here. But they're growing very nicely. I'd say in this room, they are definitely taller. We are doing measurements. She's recorded higher heights in this room than in the quiet room. And here we are in the vibration room. We've had 4 casualties in here, but you can see the height of the tallest plant in here is higher than any of the plants in the other rooms. So we've got one plant in here which we measured that was 122 millimeters the other night, surpassing the highest plant in the classical music room that was only 118, and the highest plant in the quiet room, which was only 110. So that's our video update, part 3, to the effect of music and vibration on the growth of plants.